Today we have a 2020 Chevy Silverado RST sitting in the shop getting ready to get heads and cams. So we're gonna go talk to James, see what's going on. All right, James, what are we doing?
Doing a set of our ported heads, camshaft, ported manifold, and some exhaust. I'm pulling the spindle so I can get the ECM out, and we can send it to HP Tuners for unlock. We're gonna go ahead and do the cam install and put our heads, manifold, and exhaust on.
All right, what you got?
I got the ECM here, TCM here, and we're going to parts. So after the radiator, we're pulling the front accessories off, and then the cylinder heads. Slide the camshaft out. Give the heads to Grayson for porting, and yeah, we can put our cam in now, and then this thing will just sit down while we wait on the heads, and then we can put it back together.
Anything crazy?
Yeah, the condenser is a real, it's something. It is something. So, yeah, right now we are on to removing the exhaust manifolds and pulling the heads. And then from there, we'll pull the front cover, slide the camshaft out. Now that we have all this room for activities here. Manifold's heavy, real heavy. All right, now on to cylinder head removal. Bada boom, bada bang.
What you doing?
Saving my back.
What you got?
Valve covers. Now we'll pull the rockers, pull the head bolts, and yank the heads off.
Stock trunnions, question mark?
We're about to put some CHEs in it. Pull these heads off. That's why we're replacing the gaskets. That's reusable.
Yeah.
Phaser on these is a little different than the previous style LT1 phaser. It's a little closer to the pump. This is the limiter tool. Phaser tool to install limiter. So, stick this down on the spring here. You may be able to see it better on the other side. So what this does, it locks out the spring off of the bolt right here. If you want to shoot the camera down, you can see where this one bolt goes all the way through. That keeps pressure off of it, so we can disassemble this thing and rotate it out of the way. Probably have to strip this out on camera, but you know.
Everything's in that box right
All right. Get those bolts out. We come down to the last one right here. Very carefully. Catch the oil. Well, that's new. So we rotate it out of the way. Catch this little guy. This guy is going to lock out our phaser. This specific one is a 4-degree limiter. It just keeps it from spinning too much. So we'll go over here. Kind of a trial limiter here. And to get the space to sit flush on the phaser, I probably got 10 thou sticking up. Alright, so I got a finished set of our ported LT cylinder heads here. Peel that on.
So shiny.
Shiny, shiny, shiny. There's our port design here. Got a fresh valve job on it. I'm gonna install some valve springs on it, and then we're gonna put it back on the motor. Okay. So I'm checking installed height on these valve springs right now. For our 660 stuff, we like to set these up around 1780, 1800 for an ideal seat pressure. Set up kind of tall. 1800 on that one.
James has been tuning Butch's truck, so we're gonna come out here and see if he's got it started up yet.
Pretty good. Got a short pull on that one, just feeling it out. Converter unlocked and then it downshifted, so I've got to figure out how to get the gear to hold. The TCN's unlocked, but for some reason we couldn't pull the file out of it to make changes. So we're kind of dealing with factory scheduling there. Yeah, first pull, 436 horsepower. We're only pulling out to 6,800 RPM on this, and 430 foot-pounds of torque. We're gonna pull some fuel out of it and see if we can squeeze a couple more numbers.
How was that back?
That's much better. Got fuel pump back under control pretty good, and got the air-fuel ratio a lot closer. We're within probably 4 or 5% on the fuel without open throttle.
couple numbers on that one.
We did, but it's kind of hard to say exactly why.
Pick up some torque.
Could have been a coolant temperature thing. Or...
See if I can clean up this fuel pump.
Alright, what's the rundown?
The rundown is about, let's see what we got here. 427 foot-pounds of torque, 442 horsepower. And let me overlay this here. Alright, so here's our first run. It doesn't look like a lot, but it's the quality of stuff that we really try to focus on, getting all these lines and numbers smoothed out. Yeah, we picked up a little bit on the peak, which is great, but the main goal was just to get that curve as flat and smooth as possible without falling off too early. And it's done. It's there. Overall win. So right now, I'm gonna make one more pull to get this guy cleaned up here. This is our fuel rail PSI, what we're dealing with on the pump. Basically, it's running away at the top, and we got it mitigated pretty well, but we overshot it down here at the middle, or we kind of undershoot the target a bit. So right now I'm just bringing that dip back up, and we'll keep this this peak right here, right where we want it. That's it. Everything else, I mean, fuel, we're right at 12.6, 12.5, and it's only got 24.5 degrees in it. It's looking pretty good. Well, that's a wrap for this 2020 RST build. We'll come back and we'll get this TCM unlocked.